Hello friends, welcome back to Ogbita Studios. So last class we have discussed about the geomorphology, which is said to be the study of different kind of landforms. And with the geomorphology we also discussed about the geomorphic force which created different kind of landforms which are of two types, endogenic force and exogenic force. Endogenic force which creates first order and second order landform, and the exogenic force which creates the third order landform, which we will be going to discuss right now, and the driving factors which leads to the formation of this third order landform, that is weathering and erosion. Today we are going. So physical weathering. The physical weathering mainly deals with the rock disintegration or the disintegration of rocks into small particles. The reason behind the disintegration of rock into small particles is because of the varying temperature, varying pressure and the precipitation. Mainly physical weathering is of four types, which are block and granular disintegration, exfoliation, frost wedging and salt crystal growth. Now we are going to the first type, which is block and granular disintegration. Consider two kinds of rocks which is having, first one is having a very few type of minerals and the second one having different type of minerals. The first one shows a unique identity so that there will be a less difference in coefficient of thermal expansion. So the disintegration will be, or the separation will be in a large block or in a large kind of separation. When we come to this type of block or rock, the availability of mineral is very vast. So each mineral have several property, so that the differential in expansion will be very high. So each difference or each property of the mineral will be varied. So the disintegration will be comes in a granular form. So this type of disintegration is said to be block and granular disintegration. So the second type is said to be as exfoliation or onion peeling. Why is it is said to be onion peeling? Because the part of the rock will be eroded in the form of different layers, or the peeling, like the peeling of onions. So the main reason behind the exfoliation of a rock particle is due to denudation, or the combined action of weathering, erosion and the deposition. In exfoliation, the heat is not transferred to their sublayers because the rocks are having so many layers. So the heat, when the heat fall on the particular rock, the heat may not enter into inside or their sublayers. We can talk about the working or how the exfoliation is going to be worked. So we are considering a rock in two different conditions. One rock is kept under some amount of soil, so that this kind of rock having some amount of pressure over the rock surface. And another rock which we are going to take is in semi-deserted area. So here, when the sand or the soil is over these kind of rocks, the sand will act certain pressure over that layer of that rock. So under the pressure which is given by the soil, the contraction will be taken place. When the erosion occurs, the soil will be washed away. As a result, the removal of pressure will be happen. So the pressure will be released and the layer starts to broken. As a result, when the layer broke, and the cycle will be continued and forever it will be on a cycle basis, and the layer will be peel off like a onion. So when we come to the next, which is semi-deserted area, the outer layer, we all know that the insolation which is caused by sun is very huge. So the outer layer got heat very much, but the sublayer or the layer which is inside will not get that much heat which is having on the outer layer. So when the heat falls on the surface, it starts to expand. As a result, the expansion happens, and when after the expansion, when the sudden rain comes, the contraction will be taken place suddenly, As a result, the upper layer started disintegration. The layer will broken into pieces or like in the form of onion peeling. So next we are going to the next type, which is frost wedging. In the mid-latitude countries, there is having a lot amount of mountainous regions. So in the mountainous regions, in the night time or during the precipitation time, these mountain areas or mountain having so many cracks over there. So in these kind of cracks, during the precipitation, a water content will go enter into it. During the night time, the temperature will go down. At that time, the water content which is got entrapped into these kind of cracks turned into ice crystals. As a result, the amount of or the volume amount will be increased about 9% more than the water which is contained earlier. As a result, the pressure will be increased and the pressure acted on the walls of these mountain cracks. The process will be in a cycle manner. The pressure exerted on the wall on a continuous basis, the disintegration process will be happened and the breaking of rocks will be start. This is what we called as frost wedging. So the next one is salt crystal growth. This type of disintegration is mainly happened on the coastal areas. In the coastal areas, the rock particles have numerous amount of cracks. When the water which is having the saline content got entrapped into these cracks, when the insulation is done, the evaporation of water will be done within the cracks. So as a result, the mineral will got deposited into it. When the mineral deposited into it, which starts to expand and contracts and expand and contract, and it will be done on a cycle basis. As a result, the cracks will turn into very huge breaks and the rock starts disintegration, makes a healthier ground for the crystal growth. So that's all for the day. We have discussed about the 4 different kinds of physical weathering. So I hope you guys enjoyed the session, and please do comment whatever the sessions you want. We will make on a regular basis. So please support and please like and hit the subscribe and like button so that we can improve. Thank you guys.